Away does that star-spangled banner.
Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Bragg in at the power forward position. You could call the path that MP took to reach the NBA unusual. Nobody would argue that. He spent a season with Basket Madrid in Europe developing his game before returning to the U.S.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys on Madrid play, and they are pros through and through. When I heard that MP was able to be a difference maker with Madrid, I knew he had the right mentality to make the jump to the NBA.
Thompson finds Cunningham. Here's Bragg. Clock at 6. Fires it. And it's Cunningham missing. Pass to Thompson. Bragg grabs the board. Detroit with the ball. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Pass to Smith from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
And there's the screen. Here's Bragg. Fires the 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Smith outside. Launches a 3. And Durant hits from deep.
Players with KD's size generally don't have that quick release too. Incredible combination for him.
Here's Bragg, covered by Smith. Duren against Thompson. Duren, the pass to Thompson. And here's Cunningham outside. Smith with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson goes in. Three-pointer. Sengun, no good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 1. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back over to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Thompson, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Sengun, the screen. Here's the 3. Durant, no good. The Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Here's Bragg, covered by Smith. From the paint. No good off the glass. The Rockets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Bragg grabs the board. Bragg's got his 5th rebound in this one. Cunningham passes to Boomer. Now here's Thompson, guarded by Durant. Over to the wing, puts up a 3, and Detroit another 3.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
43 seconds left in the first. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Van Vliet misses. And here are the Pistons. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Lets a floater go. And that one, good. Ivy's got his 2nd basket of the night.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Durant surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. It doesn't go for him. concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons ahead, leading by 9. And back to the start. We'll go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Durant comes in for Finney-Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Okogie. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Tari Eason is out there with Smith. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Lets it fly. Durant, no good.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Durant. A strong finish from KD inside.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
1:11 left in the first half. Ivy outside. Pass to Bragg. Thompson against Ivy. Thompson outside. Here's Bragg. From outside, off the mark. Duran finds Thompson. Ivy against Thompson. Tries again. Bragg, that's good. Bragg's got 9 points.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
Rockets trail by 10. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant. Beyond the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Bragg's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, Durant with a steal. Durant on the move. Banked it in off the glass. Durant's got 8 here in this quarter.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Here's Cunningham. Eason pulls it in. Outside Durant. Looming large, KD.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Taking a look at Houston. They didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shape.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Detroit Pistons. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Then it's Asar Thompson, then it's Duran, and it's Bragg in at the 4. Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates, but they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
Cunningham outside. Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Houston working the ball around. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Durant inside. The shot comes out.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
There's the screen. And here's Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by Houston. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's Bragg. Launches it. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Şengün, a screen on Thompson. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 19 points.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Has to Bragg. Fires from deep. Rebound by Van Vliet. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 8-point game. Smith passes to Van Vliet.
2 minutes.
Out to Thompson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
Unforced turnovers still drive your coach insane.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Houston making some changes. Finney Smith comes in for Smith, and Eason subbed in for Van Vliet. And a switch here also for Detroit. LeVert's checked in. Ivy passes to Boomer. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 21 points for Durant.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
The Pistons lead by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. The Rockets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And again, it's Houston.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
To the paint. Şengün with a steal. Thompson in the post. Ivy defends. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. It's hauled in by Houston. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Durant draws the double. For the tie. For the lead. KD! What else would you expect?
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's LeVert for 3. And again, the Pistons missing. Fires from way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella.
Smith. He's checked in for Finney Smith. Thompson comes in for Okogie. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Eason. Here's Duren. He's off from three.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
VanVleet runs the show with Thompson to his side. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Cleared away by Ivey. Pistons trail by 11. The drop pass, and he dumps it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Thompson outside. For three. The three is in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Yes, sir!
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Thompson outside. Outside Cunningham takes a three. Cunningham attacks for three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Thompson. Durant. It's good.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Pistons trail by 9. Cunningham.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Smith outside. Now Thompson. Let's loose for three. Ooh, it misses. Detroit with the ball. Here's Ivey. The three ball is down.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them with reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. And the Pistons call time here. They're behind by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And there's the intentional. Foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called a TO. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Şengün, a screen on Thompson. He launches. The 3 is off. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Smith, beyond the arc. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Outside Duren. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. Six on the shot clock. Now Ivey puts up the tray. Duren active on the glass there. Second chance points.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Durant. Cunningham there for the rebound. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Thompson outside. They set the pick. Here's Bragg, covered by Smith. Şengün pulls it down. Houston in the lead. Outside Durant. Smith outside. Amin Thompson. Oh, missed on the tray. For Detroit, they've gotten one shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Yes, sir! Count it!
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Outside Durant. Misses the 3! The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go in OT. Now Thompson.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Houston has gotten 1 of 3 shots to fall from deep in OT. Durant.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Now Duren. Ivey outside. From downtown. Oh, the stuff.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
They trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith outside. From 12 feet out, the jumper is good.
And what a huge moment right there. Smith connecting on a big-time shot.
And And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ivy. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
That's the way to go.
And here's Durant. Here he goes. Jabari Smith can't get the 3. And so it's Detroit who scraped by with the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.